Merry meet and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 18th of October, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and today I'm reading with this Vandenborg Tarot, and let's purify with this Provence Santé's Vervain. 3 space in this big room is, excuse me, more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase these products right in the video description of this video on YouTube. Let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Starting off with the World card. And then we've got, what is this? 3, 6, 7 of Swords. And then we have the Page of Coins. Okay, this is good. This is really nice. So you've got the winning hand. The old conflicts are in the process of resolving and or upgrading. And now it's time for you to open your mind and to get some new ideas and to, especially in regards to money or health or something in the physical. There's some sort of, physical asset involved, or for many people, the coins just is money in general. And the page here is telling you that you're coming into a point in your development where you want to keep an open mind. You want to have a beginner's mind when it comes to money or whatever that the coins are representing for you in this reading. And don't just keep on the same track. Have a new idea, have some new points of view. And if you do, there will be whole new avenues of wealth opening up for you just because you kept your mind open. Kept your mind open. Let's see here. I want to see what's going on because that sounds intriguing to me. That's 8 of Cups. There's another page. There's a Page of Cups, so it's very pagey. And then the 2 here. This is it. This is you're going into a place where you're going to, the tendency is going to be impatience about money. Why isn't it happening? And it's because you're trying to bring old paradigms into your life. Don't look at money in the same way anymore. You've gone through this wonderful upgrade. You've gone through this, whatever this was, where you really seemed like you come out of something and you did well, and it seems like you're doing well. And so now the next phase of your life is all about opening up to new horizons financially, or like I said, if that means something else to you, the coins. And your ego is going to say, no, we don't have time for this. We have to pay this bill or whatever. We need it now. Nose to the grindstone, back to the square one. No new ideas. We don't have time for new ideas. We'll do new ideas some other day. And you need to just stand your ground and say, no, I see things in a different way. I'm keeping my mind open. I want to see things differently. I want to learn. I want to stay open and receptive to the infinite intelligence, which is showing me a new way to look at money. And your ego is going to say, no, you're going to be ruined. You're going to be ruined, right? So be aware of that and keep your mind open. Keep your mind open to new ideas and new ways of looking at money, because things can be so much better, and the ego wants things to be the same old, wants to get you back on that same old treadmill that you've always been on. And for a lot of you, it looks like, well, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So at least it won't be worse. That's what the ego is trying to convince you. And this Page of Coins is saying, no, it's not going to be much worse. It's going to be much better. But we have to come into our understanding with a fresh mind and not say, oh, I know what this means. I know what that means. I know what this means. Get to the point. This is the Page of Coins talking. Get to the point where you say, I don't know what money means. I don't know how to do it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm willing to be shown. That gives you an opening so that your higher intelligence can come in and show you a whole new way to be, where wealth is a very different experience for you, and it's a wonderful experience. So it's not same old anymore. It's very exciting. This is the other page. This is more all-encompassing, is saying keep your mind open in general. in general, I don't know what my life looks like anymore. I don't know what anything means anymore. I don't know what I want. I don't know where I want to go. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm willing to explore that. I'm willing to be shown. I'm willing to be shown. And see, your soul does know what it wants to do, but your soul keeps getting shut down by the ego. And so the ego's thing is it can't really want things. It can only crave them. It can't really want for you to have anything of value. All it can do is crave addiction. And so what it likes to do is not let you see that. So it distracts us. It distracts us by just the similar way that was talking about with the page of coins, trying to get into the same old status quo, nothing new, nothing to see over there. Just keep nose to the grindstone. And yeah, isn't it great? Oh, good. Some things worked out. Okay. Now get back to work. Get back to keeping your eyes down so that you don't see that there's new possibilities, that there's other things available to you. Well, you can't go through what you've gone through. Many of you have gone through such a good kind of almost soul cleansing experience on some level or another. And you can't really go back to just shutting your eyes. So this is a wonderful time for you to open your eyes and say to the universe, I don't know what anything means, but I want to know. I want to know what my soul's desire is in any situation. And that's what this Eight of Cups is all about, is not living the old way, but living intuitively as a way of life. A lot of us, the ego will say, yeah, intuition's great, just it's fine. But it's something that you do as an aside. It's sort of like extra. When you have time, you can listen to your intuition. But what's really important is sticking to the world as we understand it. And this reading is giving you another point of view, is saying, no, what it's talking about here, especially on top of this world card, is living your life intuitively from moment to moment to moment, in the moment, asking to be guided and led, not using the intellect solely, only as a backup. But your first priority is listening to that inner voice, that still small voice within. And it's telling you that it's the still small voice within with this Page of Cups when it feels good, when it feels peaceful, when it's so-called, quote, quote, good news. And you want to sit with good news every single day, one way or another, because that is how you know you're getting the right message. And your intuition can navigate through seemingly very tricky, rough waters in a way that you never get scared. You never see them as rough waters because you're so taken care of by that intuition that you're following this peaceful feeling to the next peaceful feeling to the next peaceful feeling, listening to that still small voice within you, guiding. And in retrospect, you can look back and you say, whoa, I went through some really rough terrain there and I had no idea. I was just listening to my intuition. If I'd been listening to the ego, I probably wouldn't have even tried. I wouldn't have even gone through there. So this is a wonderful reading. Not only is it in general, listening to your intuition, but then it's talking about, taking that into the financial, especially when you notice yourself saying things like, well, that's fine for spiritual development, but we're talking about bills here. We're talking about practical stuff here. And it's saying, no, listen to your intuition on the practical stuff, especially because the practical stuff, you don't know how good it can be, because you're not used to listening to an intuitive voice tell you how good your finances can be, tell you the good news about your money, because money's never been good news for most people. It's maybe momentarily good news, but as a whole, most people, even very wealthy people, don't find money to be good news because they're always dragged through the ups and downs of the economy, etc. Whereas that still small voice within you doesn't have that, is not affected by economic shifts or anything like that. It gets its prosperity from source. And so that's why when you listen to that intuitive guide, you're always safe, not only in the world, but in financial situations. But you are going to be, I hate the word tested, but that's a kind of a good word. You will be tested in a way because you're so used to listening to the ego when it comes to money. It's funny, isn't it? We can, like, when it seems seemingly life or death situations, yeah, I'll listen to my intuition. But when it comes to money, it's like, man, I don't know about that. Let's just go back with what we know already. And it's saying, just when you notice yourself getting impatient or wanting to go back to the old ways of handling your money today, listen to that still small voice within you, and it's going to guide you in a wonderful way through any kind of financial terrain, into amazing prosperity that you never knew was available to you, because the ego never wanted you to listen to that still small voice, and you were afraid to. And now you're at a place where it's really time. It's really time to live your life intuitively. That's called living a magical life, truly magical. Whether or not you follow a so-called magical path, formally, it doesn't matter. You can still live a magical life by living intuitively and listening only to that still small voice within you, no matter what the ego says, no matter what the world says, no matter what the media say, no matter what anybody outside of you is doing or saying about anything. That still small voice knows exactly where you need to be, what you need to be doing, how to keep you happy, safe, and prosperous and healthy. So you're going to do great today. Today's the intuitive day, and you hold the winning hand. That's the other thing about this world card here. You are protected. You are protected. So just, if you want to listen to that meditation for the world card, it's called Invoking the Circle of Angels. It's a good one to really make sure you understand how protected you are. You can find all of the tarot meditations by following the link in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you. We'll see everybody for the next daily reading tomorrow. Until then, blessed be.